All right, Shalom. This relates to quick news. It's going to be quick. Now, you have Harvard professors being suing the Trump administration with threats of holding back $9 billion relating to funding, and they also not complying relating to that as well, relating to the administration. They're not going to comply. You have NVIDIA manufactures supercomputers in the U.S. You had an incident with, what's his name? Let me get it. You had a situation in the governor's mansion being an arson fire. The suspects being arraigned with no bail. His last name is Bomber, Cody Bomber. Suspect related to that. Harvard will not comply to Trump's demands. So Trump, in return, threatens not to relating to funding. He's going to cut funding. So they're not complying to that. So they're going to sue him. They're going to sue the administration. That's Harvard. Cody Bomber judges denies bail for a man accused of a PA governor mansion's arson. Okay, that's what he looked like. And I believe in a report he said he had animus or disdain towards the governor, man. So Scripture talks about iniquity shall abound and the love of many shall wax cold, man. And that's what you're seeing. The lack of regard, lack of respect. You know what I mean? Lack of regard for life, lack of respect for life. Just a overall lack of respect, period, man. So love is growing cold. You had a 5.2 earthquake, I believe, in San Diego area, San Diego County. Palestinian man from Upper Valley arrested in Colchester. Tax season, April 15th. The global markets report. European markets move higher as Trump's tariff exemptions boost stocks. So, tariff turmoil continues as President El Salvador meet with President Trump, really talking about deportation and other things. Details reveal deadly private plane, upstate New York, near Albany, I believe. You have, you had a situation, another plane incident too. No, that wasn't it. Yeah, you had a few of them. Boca Raton, Hudson, Reagan Airport, you had this one, Albany, and a few others. Trump celebrates his perfecto annual physical. Doctor says he's in good health. It relates to that. That's what that's talking about. You have 35,000 U.S. properties were foreclosure in March. That was a report on NTD News, which is New Tang Dynasty News, Chinese-based news. Looking at that earlier. President Trump says Iran will never have nuclear weapons. So that's what they say. I know. Trump authorizes military control over the borderland, sparking legal debate. You see an intensifications with Taiwan and China. That's intensification, pretty much war. You see it related to Iran, Israel, U.S. too. Scripture talks about they should draw the least of the flock out. I believe in Jeremiah. I believe it's 50th chapter. Zelensky calls for increased pressure after Russian missile attack. And you also related to Sumy. You had an attack related to Sumy strikes in central Sumy over the weekend, relating to Russia and Ukraine. And we report Zelensky wants Trump to come to Ukraine to assess what's going on, the damages and stuff. What else you have? Now, here's a report here. Investors and consumers had a loss of faith in U.S. markets. You know what I mean? Now that's MSNBC. We have what else we have? I see the report related to the trade war. Xi Jinping 1, Donald Trump 0, related to the trade war. That was on the report. Now exemptions on related to certain technology things, technology exemption, temporary, but that could change. I see now on the report. You also seeing a lot of U.S. assets globally being sold off, man. That's going to pretty much accelerate related to de-dollarization. You know what that means. U.S. trade war intensifies. China halts export key metals and ores. You have this is various reports. China doubles down on tariff stance, demands U.S. abolish tariffs. That was 9 hours ago, related to report. All right, that was CSNBC. You got all kinds of videos. So you got the meat and the bones. You gotta pick the meat and the bones from it. And that Central Sumy that goes on Palm Sunday, that happened yesterday, relating to these strikes right here. That's what I was talking about, Ukraine and Russia over the weekend. I believe over 30 plus or plus. Related to that, probably the numbers a lot more. You have something here. 195 British people just signed a petition asking the government to cancel Trump's second state visit to the United Kingdom, man. So you have people protesting related to this administration here in this country, even globally, man. You also have the semiconductor war relating to, let me see what this says here. Another big flip, the U.S. has taken a U-turn. U.S. is taking another big flip-flop. U.S. has taken a U-turn, now promising that tech tariff exemption won't last. That's what I was saying earlier about that exemption or that tax tariff or the exemption. That could, be maybe just temporary. In fact, Lutnick has confirmed a global semiconductor war is coming, as U.S. will punish chip exports with big tariffs coming. Now, this is a report. This is on Show and Fo report talking about that. have according to this report, 7 hours ago, Trump backs down. Chinese electronic exempts from tariffs. You know, like I said, temporary relating to exempted, but that can change. That can change. Now, related to that 1.0, Xi Jinping 1, Trump 0, the global supply chain already screeching to a halt. So, you know, that affects here. The majority of our stuff we get from China and these other places, man. You know what I mean? It's MSNBC. You know, so the trickle-down effect of one domino falls, they all eventually fall. All it takes is that one domino for the rest of those dominoes to potentially fall. So this is just quick news, real quick. Trump's tariffs buffer, phones, PC chips spared for the reciprocal tariffs for right now. But that could change, like I said, it could change. So this is just quick news. So Harvard, as I was saying, rejects relating to president administration's demands. And I believe that could be over the you know, and other things related to being offensive to a certain people, and also related to being pro for certain people as well. You know what I mean? I believe that's where that stems from. Trump floats on deporting some of U.S. criminals to El Salvador. After earthquake, elephants in San Diego Zoo, which is one of the best zoos in the country, park moves alert circle for protection, man, related to elephants. Yeah, so that was just pretty much it. Just going over again. Any more news? I hope this helps related to information. You have 34 Chinese jets in Taiwan. War officially has begun. So you see reports related to that. Scripture talks about hear the wars, rumors of war. See ye be not troubled, for the end is not by and by yet. For nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, there shall be pestilent earthquakes in different places or various places. For we are the times of sorrows. Scripture talks about it's a time of love, a time of hate, a time for peace, a time for war, man. You know what I mean? So it's not love. We're in a time of war, and we also in a time of hostility, animosity. You know, we're in the times of tensions related to hostility, and unfriendliness on earth, man. Scripture talks about, think not that I come to send peace, but rather division. Think not I come to send peace on earth, but rather division. Think not I come to send peace, but a sword, man. So the Lord is sending a vibration on earth. Division is part of that. Part of that division is going to be hostility, hatred, animosity. You know what I mean? You're seeing that spirit grow little bit by little bit. Just look around the country, man. Look at these other countries. Look even here. You know what I mean? And you see people talking about the pre-collapse of this system, man. The global collapse, related to recession and different things. So we're in the times of Scripture says, relating to 2nd Esdras 14, the evil shall increase. You know what I mean? At the latter times, the evil shall increase even more and more. So you're seeing the evils increase. Notice in the last days that perilous time shall come. Troublesome, bad, evil times, man. That's the times we're in, man. We're not in good, lovely, kumbaya, lick your lollipop type times, man. We in bad times. We in very complex, very perilous times, man. That's the times we're in, man. That being said, I hope it helps relating to information. Zayah Wolf, Shalom.